Aren't Saturdays awesome? Wouldn't it be cool if every day of the week could feel the same way as a Saturday does? What if you didn't have to dread literally 5 out of 7 days every single week? The good news is that this is actually possible, and we're going to cover how to do that in this video. So I love the work that I do, and I don't dread weekdays, and I secretly confide in other entrepreneurs who also love their work. I'm like, man, don't you actually look forward to Mondays a little bit? But we feel kind of guilty about this because we know what it's like to be stuck in a shitty job and only having the weekends to look forward to. I worked in corporate America for years after college. I remember my alarm clock going off at 6 in the morning and just laying there staring at my ceiling fan spinning above with a sick feeling in my stomach because I was like, I can't believe I'm about to go sit in traffic so I can spend another 8 hours of my day in a cubicle doing something that I hate just for money. And then Fridays would be kind of fun because we got to wear jeans to work, and then that night I was going to go out and get drunk with my buddies and do it again on Saturday night. Sunday is what me and my friends called impending doom day because Monday was right around the corner. I laugh about it now, but at the time it was kind of sad. So if this is you right now, then I'm making this video for you because you can escape that. I have, and many others have too, and it all starts with what we're going to cover in this video. So the real secret is to do what you love and get paid to do it. Now that sounds really simple on the surface, but obviously it's a lot easier said than done. Otherwise, everybody would do that, right? But you have to start somewhere if you want to have a chance of making this a reality for you. Otherwise, the years are going to go by and you're definitely going to be in the same place that you're at today. So a big hang up for a lot of people is figuring out what they would love to do in the first place. You know, if you've been working a soul-sucking job for years, it's common to have lost touch with your passions, and we're going to reconnect with that in this video to help you see a path to doing work that you love. But I want to highlight a big pitfall to avoid, and that is focusing on the money first. You don't need to worry about which business will make you the most money and then work backwards from that to deciding which business you should start. Lawyers make a bunch of money and they have power and prestige. However, the day-to-day lifestyle that you have to have in order to get that outcome often involves being in court all the time, dealing with difficult clients, and tons of paperwork. So I suggest flipping the script and instead focusing on what would you love to be doing on a day-to-day basis. What are you really passionate about? What will you enjoy? And then let's work backwards from that to how we're going to make money doing it, having a viable business plan. At the end of this video, I will link to another one that's going to help you start to put that plan together. And I want to highlight another pitfall to avoid, and that is that you're going to be disapproved by your friends, your parents, and everybody else when you go after what you love. Society has taught us from an early age that that's just not really an option. You have to work hard, you have to do things you don't like, so you have to be brave, you have to be willing to be disapproved by others. But I promise you, once you succeed, once you prove everyone wrong, and once you're loving what you do so that every day feels like a Saturday, it will all be worth it. All right, so it's time to reconnect with your passions and start to get some idea of what business and work you would love to do. Now, I had worked a corporate job for years. I had even started a successful real estate investing business, and all of it was for money. I didn't really love what I did, and so I bought a course by Brendan Burchard to help me reconnect with my passions. So I'm going to share what I learned from that course and the steps that I took to reconnect with my passions, and hopefully this will help some of you out there to do the same. Because once I went through this process, that was when I started my online education business that I've been running for the better part of a decade now, and I get to wake up and be excited, go to the coffee shop, do work that I love, make a difference in the world, make enough money to pay my bills, and it was all worth it, and I want that same lifestyle for you guys as well. Okay, so when it came to reconnecting with my passions, the first thing I did was I looked at my bookshelf. I literally went and looked at my physical bookshelf, all the different books that I've been reading over the last 6 to 12 months, and I wrote down the themes, like the overall topics that they were about. Step number 2 is I looked at all the podcasts and YouTube videos that I had been watching. What was I subscribed to? What did my watch history show? You know, what type of stuff was I really excited to learn about? Step number 3 is I asked other people what I was passionate about. I went and talked to my wife or my friends or my mom, and I said, hey, what topics do I just really get on about and I ramble about? And you know that when you bring it up, my eyes are gonna light up and I'm just gonna like talk to the point of almost annoying you. And they were all very glad to give me that feedback because I'm definitely that guy, right? I have certain topics where I'm just geeking out about it, and then other stuff stuff where I get really just disinterested, right? And it's real obvious what flips my switch on and what flips it off. And sometimes other people can see that a little more clearly than we can. So going and asking other people can be really powerful. And step number 4 is I simply looked at how I choose to fill my time when I have a blank slate and I don't have any plans. You know, what do I do? Like if you had a day that was completely to yourself and you could fill it with anything you choose, what would you choose to fill it with? So once I did all these exercises, I had a list of overall themes and topics that kept popping up. They were things like personal development, spirituality, health, and then online coaching / business type stuff. And I was passionate about all of these almost equally. And so I was like, how in the hell am I going to choose one of these to build my business around? But I knew I had to do it. I couldn't build a business in 4 different niches. And so what I did is I simply scored all 4 areas in terms of how passionate I was about it and how competent I was in it, meaning how much knowledge do I have in this area. And for me, the online education / coaching business stuff, that was a 10 out of 10, whereas all the other things on my list were in the 6 to 8 range. So I had to make the really difficult decision to put all those other things that I was really passionate about on the back burner and start a business in the online education and coaching space. That was when I started my real estate coaching business, and over the next 6 years, I helped hundreds of clients buy their first rental properties and achieve financial freedom. And then I transitioned to generalized coaching to help people start their coaching businesses. But from day one, I got to take the stuff I was already geeking out on and make it into my actual day-to-day work. And that's true alignment with your work. When you are getting paid to do the thing that you're already geeking out about today, that is when you've cracked the code. And that is when the separation between weekdays and weekends completely falls apart. All of it blends together and you just enjoy your life. In fact, here's a picture of me literally scripting out this YouTube video while at a coffee shop this morning. This is what my workday looks like, guys. I wake up, pack up my bag, go find some cool, cozy little coffee shop, flip open my laptop, and do work that inspires me, makes a difference in the world, and makes the income I need. Now, if you're excited and you're ready to take the next step, I have a couple recommendations. First, you can check out my free Skillshare course on personal branding, which will go deep into your why and help you craft your personal brand statement. It's completely free. You can sign up for a free trial using the link below and even cancel before you get charged. I recommend going through that course. It's less than an hour long, and it's really going to give you a healthy foundation to start your passion business. Then, if you're like me and you're interested in this online education coaching business model, I recommend checking out this video where I go over the 7 ingredients required to build a 6-figure online coaching business. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you there.